Well, baseball's big league has yet to return to the city in 2018. The softball season is in full swing at San Francisco State. The Gators are hoping to rebuild the program under new head coach Alicia Reid, whose first decision at the helm was to hire her father.
I'm letting you guys know beforehand what's coming. Got two here, got two. Valerie, off the line some.
She's still in her 20s, but Alicia Reid was more than ready to become the head softball coach at San Francisco State when the job became available last year. A player and later an assistant with the dominant Humboldt State program over the last 5 years, Reid's path to SF State began very early in life.
When you grow up the daughter of a coach, she's kind of been in the coach's shoes from the time she was about 10.
Well, I thought it was a strike.
Corey Reid is Alicia's dad. A successful softball coach for years in the Central Valley, Corey raised his eldest daughter the only way he knew how, to be competitive.
I can remember we would be on travel ball weekends where we wouldn't get home until 6 o'clock that night after being at the field by 7 that morning. And I'd be in the kitchen eating, and about 30 minutes later after getting home, I would hear the basketball out in the front of our house.
Corey had a sense of fulfillment when Alicia landed the Gators job, but he didn't think he'd be joining her at the Swamp.
So you get the job, and it's your first thought, my dad's going to be my assistant?
It actually wasn't. No, it wasn't.
As Alicia moved down the list of prospective candidates to be her assistant, she eventually landed on Dad.
Is that weird for you, being the boss of your dad, essentially?
So far, no. It's been kind of great. Got her.
Yeah, I mean, I ran my own club team, so I made all decisions softball related. I answered to nobody, and I was in my own classroom school teacher for 15 years, and I literally took 7 minutes to go from my house to my job daily.
Corey quit his job and now stays with Alicia 4 to 5 nights a week. They are one of the only father-daughter coaching staffs in college softball. And yes, the job goes home with them when they leave the diamond every day.
The videos, the emails, us talking about what's going on, it's amazing how much time we put into this.
Corey. Oh, I call him Corey. I've gotten a few, is that your husband, sometimes.
Really?
a few people have done that until they said, I did a little bit more research and digging and found out that that's your dad.
And because they share the same genes, they also share a common coaching philosophy.
And it was funny because the girls even noticed when we first started having practices together, something would happen in practice, and immediately both of us would start to say something, and we were getting ready to say the exact same thing.
Having a father-daughter relationship, sometimes it shows a little bit. Of course they're going to butt heads because, that is her dad, but I think for the most part, Alicia takes charge.
Parents love to facetiously remind their children that because they brought them into life, they can take them out. It sort of works the other way for the Reids.
Maybe one day he might be ready to move on. I don't know if I have to get rid of him, I have to. Right? I got to do what's best for the program, but I don't foresee that happening.
And we have good news to report. The Gators beat Cal State Dominguez yesterday to win their 4th straight game. We'll be right back.